Hi everyone, Psychic Medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, glad to have you here. My name is Elizabeth. I am a professional medium, angel communicator, higher self channeler, also a remote spirit extractor specialist. And I am a twin flame who has been on this journey since 2012, having the higher self communication. And I am really just so thrilled to be here on the channel, also being able to offer, detailed channeled readings for you, as well as offering remote spirit extraction work, which is highly unique, very high level, and it's all done via my light body. That will be continued. I'm taking a short break sometime they're giving me, my team, about late November, early December, so sometime around there. And it's all due to what I'm going to be talking about today, actually talking more about it, the 1111 portal that we just had. And this was truly very, very intense. I know I say that all the time, but this one I can tell is really going to have a very strong accelerating impact on things. And I know that my spiritual team has been bringing this up to many of my clients, that this was going to be the really strong push that is really needed to come into many twin flame unions now. So this is really exciting, truly exciting. I have been receiving messages from people, on social media also, kind of really confused as to what they have been feeling, whether it be physical sensations, whether it be a lot of the emotional stuff coming up. So I really wanted to just do, this is not going to be too long of a video this week, but I wanted to just talk about some of these things, talk about the symptoms that have been happening, things that I have been experiencing, whether symptom-wise or also spiritual experiences during this portal. And I'll share some of what my team has been telling me as well. Now, the 1111 is definitely a gateway. For those of you who've been seeing 1111 a lot, who have been seeing synchronicities, seeing numbers constantly, I know I talked about this in another video, it has been absolutely off the chain, for myself as well. So it was a really good indicator that we had something really big, a really big breakthrough coming through, a very huge spiritual awareness, spiritual gateway coming through, because we've been having a lot of synchronicities, whether it be license plates, whether it be on actual billboards, whether it's hearing our twin flames' name, seeing their birth date, having a lot of vivid dreams or just strange dreams that seem surreal. A lot of things have been coming leading up to this portal and right on through it as well. And I can definitely vouch for this, that I've been getting really, really specific synchronicities connected to my twin flame journey with this portal coming up. So that is a really good indicator that it is impacting the twin flame journey in a really huge way, a really accelerated way. So if any of you have been losing your faith, your patience, anything like that, please hold tight. We are really getting there. I'm telling you, I know it's been a really, really rough summer, but we got through it. And so I want you guys to stay in the faith, stay in the trust, stay in the faith, stay in your power. Really stay in your power, because now is the time to really just be that empowered being and not let anyone take your power away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away to anyone. If you do have to give your power away, then you know that type of person is not in the highest good to keep in your space any longer. If at this point your twin is taking your power away for some reason, they are going through something that to be aware of and to be compassionate about, as well as to assist them to heal out certain things. The gateway, though, really has been coming up in readings, so I knew that this was something that was really, really important to twin flames, although this is important to the ascension of the planet. That's important to everybody, but it definitely has a really, really strong impact on divine beloveds. And one of the things that was coming up in the readings that is really important to know is that if your twin has been struggling with their ego, if they have been on the fence as to making decisions with their karmic partner, well, please know that the karmic partnerships, the karma zone, that whole entire thing, that is coming to a close. So your twin is being, worked out of their karmic partnerships. But of course, there are things that are involved. There's money involved. There's maybe children involved. Different legalities and such. Even distance. Distance. Some twins, they live in different states, they live in different countries, so there's things to consider here. But please know that this portal is accelerating everything and assisting the decision making of your twin who is awakening. Okay? And so if they have been procrastinating, if they haven't been truthful with themselves about that things aren't working out any longer and they're holding tight to their karmic partner, they are just not going to be able to do that anymore. So if, as the awakened twin, you are picking up on tons of very low emotions. Now, this has been coming up a lot, okay? This has been coming up a lot, and especially with this portal, around this portal, and through this portal, that there's been a lot of anger, a lot of hurt. I'm hearing people say, I'm having meltdowns and such. So a lot of what's coming out of the heart chakra. Okay, whatever is not going to serve unconditional love, whatever is not going to be Christ consciousness, this is coming out. So please realize that for a twin who is still awakening, or they're just beginning to crack open and just starting to awaken, they're getting these things out, and they're getting these things out quickly. So you, as the awakened twin, who is very aware and also has their abilities emerged, you are feeling a lot of what your beloved is going through too. So please realize that. I know a lot of you do. A lot of you are very aware of that. But you are picking up on a lot of your beloved's angers, lower emotions, guilt, things like that are coming through. And anytime that you have a portal like this type of impact, which is so, so strong, especially this one this year, it's like, it's a pouring. It's like a pouring of divine energy, just raining down. Okay, and it's a filter, and it's filtering out all of the debris, if you want to see it like that, like all the debris, and cleaning. So that debris kind of gets kicked up, and you're experiencing it in order to release it for good. So hence the angers and the depressions coming up, the anxieties coming up. All of these things. And so, it can make going through a portal kind of very crazy. It's like that up and down roller coaster thing that we always talk about. And because we are in a different timeline, because things are going so much faster, I know for myself, I'm just noticing that, time just flies. It flies. And I'm also noticing that I'm getting through things a lot quicker with my own development than I would have in the past. And that's because of all of these energies. If I do experience a really low emotion, and I had that going on today actually, if I do experience that, it doesn't last long. It's definitely not like it used to be. So quick, everything is picking up. And that also means for many of you, for your unions. This 1111 portal is also harmonizing a lot of things. So I'm going to talk about that first, that harmonization my team is giving me is coming up. So everything coming into balance. We have the feminine and the masculine energies. We have the giving and receiving. We have the intuition, and we have the logic. We have the left side and the right side of the brains. And if you guys have been feeling a lot of the skull pressing on different sides, it is also related to the harmonization of different parts of the brain and bringing that into balance, and bringing your feminine and masculine and all those qualities into balance. Also, feeling the pressing going on with your skull is that your crown chakra is opening up to receive. So we are receiving a lot of information with the 1111 portal. We have basically downloads coming in. A crown opens up, and we have our light body, of course, upgrading, and we have our physical body just feeling all of these crazy things, because the physical body is just kind of in shock, feeling this type of energy. But I can say that I've been experiencing a lot of the pain in the skull. It switches sides, and also pain behind the ears, kind of like right behind, like right where we have the neck and the behind the ears, right in this area here, and we have the ear chakras actually opening up. We have a lot of different chakras, guys, that we actually are not aware of, but we have a lot of subtle chakras. But the ear chakras, my team has been telling me they have been opening up, and that's why also we're receiving that pain that's right behind the ears, because we are able to then hear more information from source. We are able to receive messages in that way. So now we are just receiving and sponging up all of this divine information, the downloads we're absorbing. We are just getting so much, receiving so much, and opening up to this. And opening up to divine love. Our heart chakras are opening. Your beloved, their heart chakra is opening and releasing and cleaning out all that does not serve any longer. I know that yesterday for the 11/11 portal, I was feeling extreme love. I was feeling that divine love so strongly. I also was feeling very, very connected to my twin's higher self. I have to say, like the higher self connection was even that much more clear. And, as someone that does this work, and I do readings pretty much daily, and I do a lot of higher self channelings for twin flames, which is kind of like basically like a three-way call. It's that direct. I was hearing my twin flame's higher self even more so. And it was like, wow. And I was also seeing his face very, very clearly. Even at some points, I was seeing his face and actually just jumping and just kind of getting startled because it was that vivid. It was literally that vivid. Also, too, the telepathy. Okay, there's higher self. I think some of you may get a little confused with this. We have the higher self, which is the soul-to-soul connection, the higher self connection, the spirit-to-spirit. And then we have telepathy, which is a mental telepathy. So the mental, more physical. It's the physical communication. So I know that I was picking up some interesting things. I actually, I will share this, that I heard inside of my own head yesterday, hello? And I was like, okay, well, I know that wasn't the higher self communication because we talk all the time and we experience each other all the time. But I actually heard hello, and then a little while after that I heard, why are you coming with me? Yes. So that definitely told me something very, very important, and that's that the 3D version of my twin flame is most likely experiencing the twin flame connection. Now, of course, even with that, I always make sure that I surrender everything and just stay as present as possible. And I definitely encourage all of you to do the same. But I just found it really, really crazy, interesting that, that I'm hearing a hello. So, it's kind of like this portal energy comes in and there's no more static and you can finally, hear each other on a phone call. So it was really, really cool. And so it just really kind of makes me wonder what he's experiencing in his own space and some of the things that may be a bit overwhelming or startling or hard to accept right now. And so, there are a lot of twins that are awakening with this portal. It may not be the very, very start for everyone, and it may be. It may be that your twin has just somewhat awakened, and this really just pushed everything into gear. Or there may be twins that are literally just snapped open with this type of energy. So if you have felt like your situation, again, has been hopeless, please don't give up. Please don't give up, okay? We have all the divine support and resources and tools available, and definitely, these are the times where unions are very, very much needed, and they are being called. And I have to tell you, and I'm being honest, that I've been hearing some really amazing turnarounds for twin flames in the physical happening. I mean, these are clients that I have been, reading and doing the channelings for, and, they were very worried about things, and all of a sudden, boom, something out of the blue. I mean, just happens from their twin flame, from their awakening beloved, that they just were not expecting at all, which is good. Not to stay, be in the expectations, but something which is change, and that's because, the awakened one, it was just surrendering it, trusting it, concentrating on what they could do for the world, for themselves, really just being in their empowerment. I will mention one of my clients. Of course, I won't mention any names. One of my clients, a younger client of mine, told me that once she, and this is very true, so please take this with you. Once she decided she was going to fully, I mean fully, surrender the twin flame union, not even be concerned if they were going to get together in the physical. She was going to be happy, truthfully happy, no matter what her destiny was, and she would accept things either way. Once she really stepped into herself, it's like that was the trigger. That, like, the twin flame was just a magnet. It was just a magnet. And so many people have to realize that it's all about being in your self-mastery and in your power, and the same thing with your twin flame. And this portal really helps to support that in so many magnificent ways. Sleep disturbances, I've been hearing this. That has been happening. It's been happening for a while, but I have to say that for myself, I had a really hard time sleeping. The last couple of days, I've been waking up at weird hours, and also just having very, very strange, very vivid dreams. And I have been having dreams of my twin, and just having a sense that, like, he should be there, kind of thing. Like, it's that vivid in the dream, so when you wake up, you're like, wait a minute. So, yeah, I've been having those types of experiences, and also not only having the interrupted sleep, but been getting a lot of temperature things, so you guys can tell me if you're getting this as well. Again, it's due to the 5D energy, the body trying to get used to it, the light body upgrading, really the physical body getting acclimated to these really fast frequencies, high level vibrational energies, beginning just sweating. I would get the chills, and then I would just all of a sudden just get hot and get sweaty. And some people get that at night. I've been getting that at night. My mother, she has been getting the same type of thing too. So I know it's kind of unsettling to go through these things, and some people are just not putting the pieces together or connecting the dots as to why this is happening, and it's all due to this. It truly is. I'm going to see if I left anything out here. Telepathy, higher self. The divine masculine is being aligned with his heart and releasing all that's not unconditional love right now. The divine masculine has been putting a lot of pressures on himself that he has to be a certain way in the world. Some of them are actually really also afraid of being alone. Some of them have had experiences that are connected to their family life. Divorces, or if there was abuse there, or some sort of disconnect. And it's been really hard for the divine masculine to be able to, release what's not good for him, or he has been leaning in the lustful part of relationship for most of his life. So he has never really had that really true, pure love. So some of the divine masculines are really, I've been picking up from readings, they're afraid to be alone. Although when it comes to the outside, they are projecting the opposite. So there's lots of things to know, divine feminine, about your divine masculine that you may be confused about, but I am very sure that you are picking it up correctly. That I always say, especially when I do these channelings, and it's like what you think is really maybe happening is not always what it is. There are lots of things that are going on underneath the surface in terms of awakening. You got to think of like a seed that's germinating below the ground. Okay, you know that eventually there's going to be growth, but you haven't seen it yet, so you're not sure. You don't trust it yet. But sure enough, once that seed, once there's growth, you'll see it. You'll see it with your own two eyes. So there's a lot to understand that is going on, that just to allow for the situation and to send your absolute love and your trust and your compassion, and to assist your beloved with whatever he requires to be released. For the divine feminine, we have things that are coming up, and this is coming up very, very strongly about if you are experiencing lower emotions that you know are coming from yourself from this portal. A lot of it has to do with, that you have never really felt the empowerment, that divine feminine independence of standing on our own 2 feet and not being oppressed, and that type of thing happening. So again, it comes down to the empowerment, guys. It really, really does. To be able to view yourself as a divine being, having a human experience, and being able to truly own that. And by doing that, by really owning it, that's what's pulling everything together, along with the assistance of this portal. So I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. I hope that everyone really did something, for themselves and their beloved yesterday. I have been doing, prayer work, violet flame work, praying that any type of interference, whether from a person or from otherwise, be removed from my union. Asking for protection for the union from Archangel Michael. I lit candles yesterday and really just basked in the love I just received, and it really felt really, really beautiful and peaceful. Just say that yesterday felt like just no worries, nothing to worry about, everything at ease. Really, harmony was what I felt. It was just a gorgeous energy, and it was a very assuring energy. It truthfully was. Today it was a bit rough, and that tends to happen. It's like when we have all of this energy coming in, we may have a day afterwards, day or two, where we empty out those lower emotions even more. So just do so in a safe way. It's not going to last. It truthfully isn't. This portal is just so, so important to align you with the divine, your divine self. Aligned you with Mother, Father, God, Jesus Christ consciousness, and it's definitely assisting you to align with your beloved. So we have a deeper merge going on, okay? And I definitely have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of physical reunions happen with this portal, okay? So whatever guidance you're getting, I definitely suggest take it like it's brand new, because it is. So whatever disappointments or whatever didn't work out with your beloved, if you've met them in the physical, let that go. Because if you're receiving guidance to touch bases with him or her, somehow communicate, then, the guidance is there. So stay with it. Stay with it. This unity consciousness, or this oneness energy, is just so amazingly beautiful, and it's really going to make a huge transmutation on this planet. So although we hear so many things on the news that are really, really bad, I have noticed that, especially even what's happening with Hollywood and sexual harassment, things of that nature, that things are being exposed now for what they really are. The truth is really coming out. This energy is divine truth. Divine truth. So this is a good thing. Maybe raw. Oh, it just got tingles. Wow. Just got tingles right down the back of my skull, guys. Not even kidding. I love that. I love when that happens. But it's true. That's definitely a validation that, that this is absolutely true. That things are being exposed now, because the light is here. The light is here. So whoever tries to convince you otherwise, no, definitely not. Use your heart. Use your intuition. Things are changing, and they are going in a very positive direction. We just have to, transition out of this, and love is here. Love is here. So bask in it, take it in, take it throughout your day. Very important now to affirm really good things for yourself and your beloved. Okay, that's the thing that I wanted to mention with the 1111 portal, is that anything that you can do to have yourself focus on what type of reality that you would like to manifest. It's key because the gateway, the 1111, again, I have to call this the accelerator. It's going to accelerate, okay, your ability to manifest. So you want to, now's the time you really want to focus on what you truly desire for yourself in your life. Whatever you do, write it down, visualize it, affirm it. Vision boards are a great idea for those of you who are visual, for those of you where your power is in your words. Affirmations would be a really great idea. But really try to envision and affirm how you would like to move forward. Okay, move forward in this new year. Because everything is so immediate now. So the law of attraction works very, very quickly, and so you want that to work to your benefit. Okay, so keeping your thoughts as positive as you can is going to be really, really crucial. Really, really crucial. Okay, because that's how quickly in this new timeline and with these energies that things will manifest. So if you're thinking good thoughts and you're sending that out into the universe, then that's exactly what you're going to experience in the physical. Okay, and the more you worry, the more that we're talking about giving your power away, the more you give your power away to worry and fear, doubts, well, it's all fear. It all is classified as fear, but the more you give the power to that, you'll just experience more of that. And I know that's not what you guys want to experience. It's certainly not what I want to experience. We've been through so much. You know, many of us have been on this journey a while, in a number of years. So do what you can, start fresh, hit the reset button, fresh new beginnings, and really know that you are a co-creator, co-manifester, and make that work for you. Okay? I would love to hear from you guys. You can leave questions and comments below as usual. And I am here for, I know I usually say sessions, but that kind of sounds different from what I actually do. What I do is channeled readings. That's what I do, and they are very direct. I channel your spiritual team, which includes your angels and guides, and they are able to come through and really speak directly and, validate things for you, help you to understand, what things still need to be done in terms of clearing out energy. They speak very specifically about your life mission. They talk about your twin, where they're at, how they're feeling, where they are in their headspace. And many times we have the twin flame that shows up before you even call me, and the twin flame will speak through most of the session and really be very direct as to what's happening and things for you to understand. The higher self of the twin, I can't guarantee comes in every session, but they come into a lot of sessions. So, and for some sessions, it's going to be both. It's going to be the angels and it's going to be the twin flame's higher self. So these are not sessions where we're just talking and discussing, although that's very healing. But what I do is really the high level channeling, and it is very detailed and it is very direct. So I usually say to people, if they're able to record it in some way, either by writing or recording it, otherwise, definitely do that, because there's going to be a lot of information there for you to work with. For those of you who are new, if you are able to, only if, because I know with finances especially, it's the holiday season coming up, that if you're able to get an hour reading with me to start off with, it probably will work out better for you, or it might end up coming back, because there's just so much that comes through for someone who is new. Only if you can. But I also offer 30 minutes. The 15 minutes I have on there, I will be removing that, because there's just only enough time for us to be like, hey, how are you? How you doing? And then 15 is over. So I will be removing that off the website. Okay? That's it. And I really enjoy doing this, as I usually say, and I appreciate everyone who watches the channel. And if you are new, I'm really happy that you were able to find me. Maybe I came up for you and you took a chance and you clicked it, and I appreciate that that your guidance led you here. Don't forget to subscribe, because I do angelic channeled messages every month, and a lot of videos that may, help you out on your journey. So don't forget to subscribe. And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. I will see you guys next week. Love you. Take care. Bye, everyone.